Why are you checking me out, dude? He's checking me out. Why is he checking me out? I feel uncomfortable. He's pervy like that. Look at his face. He just has that look on that look. He has that perv look. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, DPS. Yo, this is cool. Yes, of course you are. It is plain from the way you carry yourself. You're just the sort of woman I've been looking for. You're perfect. My name is Lou Reek, and I am a bounty hunter, but not just any bounty hunter. I will have you know, nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particularly notable fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. With the aid of equally formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have in mind to recruit. Walk away without feign interest? I'll feign interest. Aha! I knew you would be interested, and should the challenge alone be insufficient motivation, know that I have substantial financial resources at my disposal. You will be duly compensated for your services, rest assured. I better be. However, as much as I am certain you are the right woman for the job, 'tis only meet that I put your skills to the proof. Simple tests should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of sight. Oi, my lord! Got your package here. Well done, my good man, and here is your payment. Oh, this? The bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient that way. Time is money! Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. Sense a hostile presence. Fantastic! I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Oh, that was it? That was it? That was it? Oh, okay. Well, congratulations on a kill well made. My good woman, I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. What are we drinking? I got my water. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Another helping? No? Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the virtue I've engaged you to hunt with me. I will hunt it with you. Wait, I know her. No, do I know her? No, yes, we do know her! Andrea is her name, and she roams Norvrant in the guise of Rendaray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is a most elusive eater. She's become an eater? Oh, this is gonna oh my gosh. We're gonna be killing them? Man, why do you do this? Why do you do this to me, Final Fantasy 14? Why? She's a most elusive hunter who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your head, why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrant. Only you and I can stop her. So she was a warrior of light. Huh, what an odd thing to ask, but never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Rendaray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the warriors of light were before they became sin-eaters, that's what they are now, so we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? I hope I live to regret this. So begins our formal partnership. I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. The picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I've been doing my best to get inside her head to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. I mean, he did feed me. Wait, it's you! It's really you! You actually came! This poor guy. I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Am-Arang, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistance. I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment as promised. Why bother going out and about, pestering the small folk for news, when you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Am-Arang. This is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samuel, but I see no troublesome arachnid. This? It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I have yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah! Nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the sands for this sin-eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. Oh, there it is. Hi. Uh-oh, did he get himself killed? Oh shoot, what? There she is, the scourge of Norvrant, the devourer of souls. Balam quits. We bring this mark down. They'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal. Then we'll strike as one. Oh, it's her without the hat. Damn it, she's on to us. Don't panic. We planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Rendaray brings her down. Go, go, go! Wait, not yet! There's no need to rush this! Oh, they're gonna die. Always huge. Sod it! Always so headstrong. Bugger me, my head! I can't! That was a one-hit KO, man. That was like a level 90 plus. No! No! Come back here! Finish it, you bloody bastard! Finish me! I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this, I promise. I'll kill that god's damned beast if it's the last thing I do. Hey, what was that just now? I've had headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. By the gods, and I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Andrea, but you're also telling me you were granted a vision of our past with this power of yours? Though, 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I have heard this tale before. I know it. It is a common enough sort of tale, I suppose, and regardless, she is gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishment. The table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me, that, together we might toast your spectacular accomplishment. There really is nothing quite like a hearty meal. Had your fill? I've another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No? Oh, very well, if you insist. It occurs to me, my good woman, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now. Zordia Doom. Reek and Zordia. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Reek and Zordia. The daring duo. The brave bounty hunters. The scourge of sin-eaters. Once we have slain Andrea, not a soul in Norvrant will not know our names. They shall ring out all across the realm. But I should dwell over much on the victory. Before the struggle, a wise hunter is prepared and patient. 'Twould be prudent to send double, nay, triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a gillionaire. You sure it's wise to spend your money so freely? Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I'm prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared. None whatsoever. This guy's gonna go broke, I swear. There she is, Zordia, come to rejoin her bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Kalusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Reek and Zordia to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Norvrant's most notorious virtue, to Galusha and to glory. Let us brook no further delay and commence our search, separately as before in Amareng. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not! Surely not! I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time, and so, on that note, may the best hunter win. Despite looking far and wide, you failed to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lou Reek was indeed the better hunter this day. Hate to say it, Zordia, but seems we're late to the party. Landbeard and his mate slew the bear before we could. So it's true then, you've cast your lot with the boy, you poor daft sod. But I don't understand, the eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, you see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your... Why do you look like Derplander, but with an emo cut? Yeah, it's emo derp. They're loyal to your coin, not you, and you're not the only one willing to open his purse. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea, with help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome? I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like, help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize. 'Cause unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy her friendship? Do tell. Hella rude. Piss off, Landbird. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. Emo Derplander for real, though. You have questions, I am sure. As you may have surmised, Landbird was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service when that we might hone our skills, battling sin-eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Is that really what happened? And instead resolved to recruit new companions, that he might beat me at my own game. Ah, it would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters, and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should get back to the Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I might trouble you to accompany me. Ah, but of course you will. Let us be off. Zordia, allow me to introduce you to my father and Of course. That's why he has so much money. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend Zordia. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is, that to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over a fiend, all of Norvant shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Yo, he kind of reminds me of someone I know. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. Bruh. That is why you are here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been any good at it. Rude? You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving, Zordia, right now. You guys are bad parents. Disinterested patriarch. Leave me to my entertainment. Bruh. Do you have anything to say? Or are you... Apparently not. Okay. Forgive me, Zordia, but I will forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore, owing to my parents' considerable wealth. I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing, privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I'm no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you to my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Landbird has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought. Ha 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 ha. Oh, we're out. Hello, Lurik. I'm back. Zordia, my friend, thank the gods you're here. Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself, running all over the Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas. So you haven't gone outside even for a bit? Well, of course. Surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. But never mind all that, for it but recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Renderay's past could hold the clue for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I had heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. 'Twas a tale of a courageous hunter who, together with her comrades, embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert, and there attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength, and the hunter a fatal weakness, and so in the ensuing struggle her comrades were killed, leaving her, the sole survivor, to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? Then there can be no doubt. Renderay is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others, and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olvara to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all of this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories. Moments that forever changed each of these fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Renderay being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason for why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Renderay's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse. Miss Olvara lives in Gate Town, on Kalusha. Let us be off then. My, you've grown into such a strapping young man, but I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek. Not in front of her, if you please, but to answer your question, we did, in fact, come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter, perchance, the warrior of light, Renderay? Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, those stories were of Renderay, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's mind. When I was younger, and for all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death as sin-eaters. But despite all of that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So, years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names. Then it's true, the hero who I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her, Miss Olivar. Zordy and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search, namely the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again? Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little Reek, very well. Even as a young hunter, Renderay's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away, even by some accounts. Even the most suitable and stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch. Eventually Renderay would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the Scourge of Norvrant, and the Devourer of Souls, Balam Quitz. But what Renderay did not realize was that her greatest strength would prove her undoing, for when she faced Balam Quitz, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. I like that we're getting backstory on her. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends, or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. Aww. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds, and growing ever stronger, as did Renderay, while in Kalusha, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renderay's ears. Balam Quitz, Scourge of Norvrant, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted wandering the Sitia swamps. 'Twas a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, a fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Renderay ventured forth in secret, Resolved to slay her hated foe, Balam quits alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Vengeance claimed, she rejoined Ardbert and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dreaded beast. From that day forward she was Renderay, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the sin-eater I swore to slay. What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tales were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me. And to you, I hope. Thank you, Miss Vara, for everything. I promised I will visit you again soon. So, Zordia, remember the theory I told you about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balam Quits, the one that took her from Arang to Kalusha, then her next destination must be Raktika? Right! In the City of Swamps, to be precise. And so that is where we shall go. Let us away. Now listen, Reek, there's an awful lot of people don't know about Renderay, or the world for that matter, so wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself. And be safe. Zordia, was it? It was such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could, but when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that it is a miracle that boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. When I was little, Miss Olivara seemed so much bigger and stronger than me, though, to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now bespeaks a confidence I cannot help but envy. But never mind that, we have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once. And keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. Heh! It's about time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. What? Now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Bruh. What? Wait! 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 I was not expecting this! Well, at least I... What the heck? 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 Wait until I hit you with one of my dueling arrows. Cut my ears! No need to use the arrows. What? All I need is one good shot with a dueling arrow. What? I dying. Interrupted. Okay, I slightly figured out what I'm supposed to do. You'll pay for taking them from me. Oh. Yes, just like that. Okay, I get it, I get it now. I get it. Without your roar, you're nothing. No. This is cool that you get to control them, though. It was my fault, my failure. That's why I have to do it alone. I mean, it would be helpful if you, like, brought people with you, girl, but, you know. If only I'd been this strong back then, they'd still be alive. You can feel it, can't you? The pain, the fear, serves you right. Where is this coming from? like this. Oh, Artbert! We won't, goddamn it, Renda. Made it in the nick, I see. Oh, this is cute. Heal me? Are you hurt? Don't worry, I've got you. This is so cute! What the heck? So she did have them with her. That's cute! I hate it. That's so cute, I hate it. Don't tell me you followed my trail. I'll tell you all about it after we kill this bloody bastard. Something's wrong, it's shrugging off our attacks. It's coming for me. Renda, keep your distance. I mean, it's coming for me. Why are they so cute, though? Why do I love them so much? Hold on. Oh, I was looking at chat, that's why, sorry. Steady, Renda. We'll best this bastard yet. No one's dying on my watch. Oh boy. I want them to have a happy ending, but I can see why they make you do these, at least one of these quests before you finish Shadowbringers. That makes sense. Something all its strength for a big one. Finish it. Lend to me. I'll lend you my power. Wait, what power were we lending? Together we will avenge my fallen comrades. I've almost got him. Yay, got him. Yay, that was cool. I enjoyed that. Tough old bugger. Everyone all right? Artbert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone, and I'm sorry for trying to go it alone.
And why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge.
Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I've told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. Together we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout Norvrant. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends, and somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too. And then we set our sights on Balam Quits. I survived, they didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea how to go about pursuing it. Then I met you lot, and thought that maybe with your help, I might just have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it, easier to live in the moment, you know? The next town, the next job, the weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again. Are we, or are we not your comrades? Through thick and thin, these bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may as well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pained you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? Aw. And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brandon and Nilebert are whispering about behind me, about me behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. Oh, that's super cute. Aw, this is so cute. This one's worth a fortune, and fame besides. I'll wager we won't have to pay our drinks when we get back into town. Oh gods, not another night to remember. Don't you worry your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balam Quitz's demise, until Ardabert's drunken snoring wakes them with from their slumber. This is so cute. And on that note, I think it time we quit this place. And Renderay, I trust that the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs, as selfish as it was. Oh, fine, but if you go on and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Aw, this is so wholesome! Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off wherever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? That's how she got her crystal? Wake up, damn you, hello! What's wrong with you, huh? That's the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Bruh, chill. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the Sin Eater on my own. It's past time I told you to piss off. Good luck with that. Upon our return to Gate Town, you will be given your final payment, and we will be free to go our separate ways. Jeez, what the heck? Rude. Rude, rude. Rude, rude. Honestly, I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment. Consider this the formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever again speak the names Reek and Zordia in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you a good day.
When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your trouble. I consider journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease. Okay, I'll do it. Alright, when we get back to the Crystarium. Lurik's customary seat is empty, and there is nothing to suggest he occupied it recently. Why are you so cute? Perhaps someone will have noted his passing. We're searching for Lurik. Lurik, the Mr. Lordling. If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I've no idea where else to look. Okay. Maytach. Looking for Master Reek, are we? Heh. I dare say you're the only one. Word is Mummy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping about like someone had shot his Amaro. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. Kalusha, right? You're Lurik's partner. I was with Landbird. Hey, Kyria! I ought to stress, because after we left, you were headed right for Raktika. We'd heard a rumor Andrea was there, and Landbird wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I saw Landbird fall, and when the Eater set her sights on the others, I fled. Wait, Landbird's dead? Call me a coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Wicked White, I still remember looking back as I ran and seeing Landbird rise to his feet. I told everyone what had happened to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles. And not a one of them has returned. Didn't expect Lurik to be one of them neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Raktika alone. You're meeting him there, I presume? Good luck, friend, but have no doubt that you're going to your doom. It's a good thing I'm Zordia Doom, because that's my name. Zordia, why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. It's terrible, it's horrible. Andrea, she's... Oh shoot, there she is. Renda Ray, If aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. I've come to lay your soul to rest, alone as you yourself faced Balam Quits a century ago on this very ground. What? Landbird! Oh gods, no!
Rip everyone else? Run? Run? Wait, they didn't even attack him?
Don't tell me. You beheld a vision of my past just now, didn't you? Aye, I thought as much. Was it but a moment ago that I confronted them? Awfully useful, that trick of yours, though I can't understand why you keep using it every time we ran into Andrea.
I can't control when it happens, man.
Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately. Good to know. Well, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She's turned Landbird and the others, and those other hunters into sin eaters like herself. A Hugh Maxman, a Galgant swordsman, a dwarven healer, and an elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light.
I knew it. I had a feeling.
But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for Balam Quits. But Brenda Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that.
She did not.
What? They were there too. Then the stories were wrong? God strike me down, I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, Zordia. I've regretted my behavior ever since the day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. You're still upset, as you have every right to be, but I will make it up to you. I will. I don't know how or when, but I will, I swear. Right then. Andrea should be around here somewhere, still on the hunt for Balam Quits, I expect. Not that she'll ever find it. No doubt Landbird and the others are with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I'd not wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Brenda Ray most of all. She is my hero. And if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone. And I am far from the best. The only way to see this through is together. You and me, my friend. What say you? Ha! I ask for a word and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gate Town and let Miss Olvara know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you.
Zordia, what a pleasure to see you again. And in the company of little Reek, no less. Am I right in assuming you've patched things up?
I should like to think so, yes. And it is all thanks to you. Had you not implored her to give me another chance, I might well still be sitting alone in the swamp, dwelling on my myriad failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad that you did. Miss Olvara is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being. But she has no one to look after her.
Don't be silly, Reek. I have you, don't I?
And before you start blabbering about how you wish you could properly reward Zordia, as I can tell you are about to, know that I prepared a hearty meal just for her. Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see you both duly compensated once we have claimed the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united Reek and Zordia are unstoppable, is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. It would be prudent to make proper preparations at this juncture. You too should see it. See to it that you are ready for the struggle ahead. It will be a mighty one indeed, but one well worth the effort, my friend.
I do hope you continue to remain good friends from now on.
Zordia, my friend, my partner, I trust you are ready. Good, good. That is very good indeed, for before we depart to face Andrea, for what I pray is the final time, I have a confession to make. I may have been somewhat misleading when I intimated the tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours.
Do tell. Do tell.
You must be terribly crestfallen, I am sure. It is my deepest regret that I allowed you to labor under the misapprehension that we were equals for so long. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that great majority, nay all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come have been entirely for my benefit, that the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers, where before we might have only to contend with one foe, we must now confront 5, and for all my preparation I am still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the case. In discussing this grim reality with Miss Olvara, while you were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem.
Recall you Renda Ray's greatest strength and weakness, her preternatural hearing. We can be reasonably certain that Andrea is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you could use it to secure an advantage in your battle. What I lack in strength of arms, I may make up for with guile. While it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer.
1,000 pardons, Master Reek, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father.
Daddy, what does he want with me now?
It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter, and have brought terrible shame upon your family name. He commands you cease all such activities at once, and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you'll be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided.
Oh dear.
You may tell my father and my mother the following. I am Lou Reek, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin-eaters, and I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do so as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents, that I have no family save Miss Olvara, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Reek. I shall deliver your reply to them at once.
Right, now that that's settled, we can get to work crafting that giant noisemaker of ours. Let us consult with the craftsmen of the Crystalline Mean at once.
I dare say you lit a fire in him, Zordia. I never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster the courage to say anything like that to his parents.
For all my time in the Crystarium, I cannot recall ever visiting the Crystalline Mean. Nevertheless, I am sure there is someone here who can assist us.
What's all this, then? You got something what needs making?
Indeed I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well.
Ain't that one of the stranger requests I've heard? Well, if it's just noise you want, then I'd wager we could make do with a special blend of fire sand. I think I've got just the recipe you need for your needs. I'll need some choice ingredients, mind, and you'll need to go and fetch them for me.
Fetch? What precisely is it that you require?
Well, there's this one particular beastie native to Kalusha what's got a singular diet and leaves these massive dung piles, the fresher the better, if it please, a few varieties of grasses native to Raktika, and some iron ore from Amarang. I can give you a list if you like. To it, I will need to travel to the far corners of Norvrant and back. Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No more excuses. I will do whatever must needs be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. I insist that you remain here, while I go and fetch the required materials. It was a series of surprisingly harrowing experiences, but in the end, I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. That gentleman was rather accommodating, despite being somewhat put out that I had not any gil to pay him for his labor. He was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all this busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. And now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to the proof.
If all goes to plan, the explosion should be loud enough to incapacitate Andrea for a time. Let us put an end to her tale, my friend, and in so doing right the opening of ours, that of Reek and Zordia, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Come, Raktika and glory await. If I may make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of the gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's pasts. This really could not be a worse time. Let's do this. Let's do this! Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to the rest our fellow hunters and grant Renderay the peace a hero deserves. Oh boy. Oh boy, all of them? Great. Love this. Love this for us. We have to kill the healer. Healer first, healer first, healer first. Yo, what the heck? Lurik, please take care of yourself. Lurik, don't die, please. Please don't die. I just want to get rid of the healer first, okay? Healer die first. Healer die first. Thank you. Okay, healer die first. And then we kill everyone else, okay? Okay. Alright, yes, we kill. Okay. Let's get rid of the warrior. Let's get rid of the warrior. The concentration, guys. I got to concentrate, okay? I got to concentrate, okay? Okay. Okay. No. The heck? What the heck? What the heck? Leave Lurik alone, man! Leave my boy alone. Leave my boy alone, man. Leave my boy alone. Bruh. Leave my boy Lurik alone, man! Who else? Who else? Okay, we gotta get rid of the Magus, please. Magus. I like that he moves away. I appreciate you moving away, Lurik. I appreciate you moving away. Just don't die, Lurik. Okay. 2 more to go. Who's... Okay, here we go. Hold on. Ah, run away! Ow! What? What? Now, Zordia, it's our chance? I'm down. Oh no, you don't. Okay. Ow. Ow! 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 No! I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I am behind the knight. You need not worry. I am behind him. There we go. Why you so far away though? Why you so far away? Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? Da 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 da, to see your face in my door, and it doesn't help to know that you're so far away. See, I'm coming. I'm to you. I am with you. Ow! That was pain. You made me get hurt. What the heck? We almost got her. She's no match for me. Mwahahaha. Mwahaha. Jinbu. And Gecko. Rest in peace, Renderay. Rest in peace, Renderay. We won. Even seeing it and saying it hardly feels real. Oh, it's the crystal. Huh? What's that you've got there? Wicked White, you're Renderay. The real Renderay. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again, I swore, never again. Balam quits. The Shadowkeeper, the Flood. Come what may, we would face it together. No matter how hard it got, or how terrified I was, that's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever, to welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end, even knowing deep down it was worth but a few moments more. What is this? You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask! I don't understand. What was she talking about? It's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, being forgotten. Thank you, Zordia. I could have never gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Rendaray or any of the other warriors of light truly were. It was all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. I pray I've made up for it, in part by helping you lay Rendaray's soul to rest. Miss Olivara is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Kalusha and let her know we're all right. I can't wait to tell Miss Olivara everything. I should definitely use some of the bounty to treat her. My little Reek, Zordia, congratulations on a job well done. And from one hunter to another, thank you for helping Rendaray to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so. To have the world call you villain, even still. But at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest. Whatever others may say, we'll preserve the truth in story and song. Rendaray, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those who she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration. Andrea's bounty has been paid to us in full, my friend, so come, let us eat, drink, and be merry. I've been meaning to ask this, Zordia, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them? That is so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it is true. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood. Wicked White. It must have taken her so much courage to see it through in those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those with whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Rendaray were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I've been coddled and spoiled, and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, Zordia, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path. No shame in that. But there is! I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I have traveled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Olivara used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she's become, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone and in squalor. I've decided it will not be so. I shall return to Kalusha and attend to her needs, so I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today. Aww. Though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least, a tentative suspension of the glorious partnership that was Reek and Zordia, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Kalusha, however, do come and pay us a visit. Oh, is he gonna be in Kalusha? Can I go see him?
I said, welcome to my world.